Renowned witch hunter Alden is faced with the most dangerous quest of his life when a powerful witch emerges to threaten Grimsby. With the fate of his people hanging in the balance, Alden must unite with an unlikely ally to free Grimsby from the claws of evil. Don't miss this masterful tale from White Cat Comics.
Witch Hunter.
Happy Saturday, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Me and Carla, and then a bunch of other great guests that we have invited today. One of whom is already here, and the other one kind of dropped out. So hopefully we'll see back Aimega. He should be back in a few minutes. Then we also are here with the Red Gaze. How are you, my friend?
What's up? I'm pretty good. How you doing?
Awesome. Pretty good. Kind of tired.
Sleepy.
Been just a insane week, but kind of grinding and getting there, and getting stuff done. How's Sunsworn coming along?
It's coming along great. It's at the printer, and that's pretty much all I can do for the time being. They said projected delivery date is December 7th, if not before, was the exact quote.
Fantastic.
So hopefully before, because the second they're on my doorstep, they'll be going out that day or the following day.
With stuff like that, it's usually before. I feel like every single time we have printed. Who are you printing with?
I am printing with a company called Book Mobile, and the only reason I did that, I was going to go with Mixam, but I had to switch it up because I was having difficulty with Mixam. Like the number of pages turned out to be like 530. I think we landed on somewhere in that area, and Mixam had to do a special thingy-me-bob with that, and it got weird. So I just found another company, and they're actually doing really great. I was able to add a foil stamp to the title for not a whole lot more with this company, and it looks beautiful.
Oh man, I'm very happy to hear. Yeah, we were looking at some alternatives as well. It's not that we are unhappy with Mixam. I think Mixam has a great service, and they actually do deliver pretty fast. They are pretty quick at delivering your books, but I feel like some of their features are a little bit limited. And if we want to do something special other than glossy or satin, you kind of have to go someplace else. But I definitely like about Mixam. The fact that you can do it in demand. You don't have to print 1,000 books. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You can print 100 or one, however many you need. Of course, the price drops as the more you buy, but you're not obligated to, say, like with a bunch of Chinese companies, buy 1,000 books and then you only sold 200 and now you're stuck with 800.
Well,
books.
1,000 is considered a little bit of books.
Well, I know, but we like in a lot of in a lot of crowdfunding campaigns, you don't sell as many. So
no,
yeah,
I know.
this is indie. Indie tends to be a little smaller, but Mixam's good. Mixam's good. I got the visual companion printed with them. I love how it turned out. I'll probably do more business with them in the future. It's just with the novel, it turned out to be a lot more pages than I was expecting. So that kind of threw a monkey wrench into the whole thing. So caused delays. Maybe find another publisher or printer, but we got it. It's coming. It's going to be all good and better than ever, I think.
Man, I'm very excited. To read it. I know that you have shared with us a few bits and pieces here and there in different live streams, and and you have also shared it on Twitter, some of it, and it was actually available in your campaign, right? You could read like a few of the first pages in the campaign.
Yep. The first 3 chapters were available. They're still available, actually, if you want to check them out. Everybody who got a PDF add-on, I sent those out as well. You guys got one of those too. So if you want to start reading, you may, or if you want to wait for the physical book, that'll be coming soon.
Yeah, I want to wait for the printed version. Unless the PDF came with a voiceover or something like that. I feel like the printed version is definitely something that I look forward more.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of reading digital myself, but a lot of people are. So,
well, I'm a fan of look. I'm a fan of digital when it comes with cool stuff. Like sound effects, voiceovers, music. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you use softwares like that, then you make the experience very immersive, and it's really fun. But if you're just reading it, then I mean. But of course, I respect whatever people like.
To each their own, man.
Of course, I want to welcome Imega. I know he went away. He was in the chat, so he was actually in the stream. So if you want to pop back in anytime, I know you have the link. Feel free to do that. And then Pell Rider, of course, is here. Not sure how long I'll last. It's time for my midday drunk nap. You gotta take it. Mr. Digital is gonna wait for digital. Just messing with you, John. Yeah, I mean, look, when I say that I am a big fan of digital, it's because I feel like you can play with the digital versions of books a lot, with different cool perks that you can add to them. It's not just the reading part of it. It's just the fact that, and you can see this in a lot of webtoons. Some webtoons look really professional, and they have a lot of cool stuff that you can, there's some music in the background that kind of goes with the mood of the story and things like that. That doesn't really take me away from it personally. I think it adds to it. It adds value to it. Would you agree with me, Red, on that, or are you just completely no digital, end of the story?
Oh no, like I love audiobooks, and when they add sound effects and do different voices, and even if there's the music can't be overpowering, but if there's music to set the tone in the background, I'm totally good with that. Yeah, I enjoy that. It is a more immersive experience.
Yeah, and like with the choose your own idea thing, it's good. The first time I ever experienced something like that, I was in like grade school or something, and me and my buddy were actually, I think we got in trouble for doing something. I don't remember. I think so. So this school that I was going to had like this little forest area, and we would sneak out and like just steal a bunch of guavas from trees. And so we got caught one time, and we were sent to the library to write a book report. But the good thing is that we could pick whatever book we could read. And so we stumbled upon this gem. I cannot remember the name for the life of me, because this was many years ago. But I remember it was about whales, right? It was like not the country, but like the animal. It was about whales, and I remember it was a choose your own adventure book. It was the first time I ever read something like that. And ever since, when I decided to become a writer, an indie writer, I said I want to do something like that, and I feel like it's just such a like it goes so hand to hand with digital, because you can just with a click, as opposed to flipping the pages, you just with a click, it can take you to a whole different story. I think that's something that we should be taking advantage of. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I always loved the choose your own adventure books, like back in the day. I don't know if they still make those or not. I haven't seen them in a long time. Yeah, man, those things were awesome. I read it was usually D&D related. Went through TSR, that company. But yeah, those were always really fun. I mean, it's just like anything else. It depends on the writer. Some of the writers made it really, really awesome. Others was just kind of, well, that turned out stupid. But then you could try again. If you choose an adventure that doesn't appeal to you, you can just go back and make different choices, kind of like how they do in some video games. But
right, like you look at the Telltale games, right? But I feel like those, you have to start from the beginning. You have to like restart the whole game to take a different path. But it's just very interesting, and it's gonna be so much work, but it's one of those works that you like to do a lot, because I mean, I think both writers and artists are gonna be very busy with the choose your own adventure book. But the writer has to do a lot more thinking, so it's going to be a lot of work, but fun work. So
yeah, I might actually give that a try at some point. Just test the waters with it, because it seems like it would be really complicated to me, and it seems like it would give me brain damage trying to write that. But I might give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, with Witch Hunter, what happened with the split story was that I wrote the story twice. I had to write it twice, because the first file that I had for the story I never backed up. And of course, my laptop burned to ashes, so I had to rewrite the story because I really liked it. I think that people are going to really like this book. It's very different from a lot of other stories, so I wanted to do it regardless, even if I lost the whole file. And maybe you have gone through something like this, I'm sure, as a writer, that you have to restart a whole story just because you're super passionate about it. But in reality, it's just such a drag. But as years pass, and this wasn't too long, there wasn't too long of a gap between the first time I finished Witch Hunter the first time and the second time, but it was like a good 2 years or so. And I don't know, I felt like giving it a different ending this time. And the thing with that is like I really like both of them. So and I said, you know what, this might be the opportunity to do that thing, that childhood dream that I've always had, which is that write your own adventure type of book. And that's how it happened. So I kind of had a good excuse to do it, but I feel like moving forward, I really want to keep doing this more and more.
Oh yeah, definitely. By the way, Pal Rider, I got your package today. He sent me the physical copies of all of his fan art and different things he's been doing. He actually drew a blue Twi'lek for Apollo Patriot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, got all that today. It's awesome. Thanks, man. I really appreciate you.
Now the question is she twerking?
She's not twerking, but it looks like she might be getting ready to.
All right. So is it pre-twerking then?
Yes, it's the pre-twerk event.
All right. Now King Toad Comics here says Carla looks like she's about to hit up the Ren Festival. Yeah, this is a really nice shirt.
What's a Ren Festival?
Red, care to explain that one, because you are more of a explainer.
Yeah, it's called a Renaissance fair or festival. Yeah. Basically, it's almost like a theme park. Yeah. That's just kind of takes you back in time to like medieval times. You walk around. You can dress up if you like. You don't have to, but there's actors all around it that are in character and in theme. Like
you can eat this turkey leg that looks like from a cow. It's a huge turkey leg.
Oh yeah, those turkey legs are awesome. But it's like an immersive experience. Like you walk into an old timey world.
Well, do you remember in California when we went to this medieval times and there was like this show of the knights fighting over the princess and the horse riding, kind of like that, but a whole village. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. But yeah, he's complimenting your outfit. And where did you get that, by the way?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But the thing is that after the fire, like we got a lot of like clothes.
Yeah, we did. We had to rebuy everything. So
yeah.
So there was that. Abel Salazar is in the house. Thank you very much. What's up to you as well? And then Mowa is here too. So thank you for joining us. And then King Toad asked, "What? You have never been? You must go." Yes, I don't. They don't. Well, this year. There hasn't been a lot of that going on.
Oh no, yeah, they're completely shut down right now. But I'm looking for a different one actually. I might try out I've been to the Maryland Fair a couple times. That's pretty good. Yeah, but the one in my local area has really gone to shit because they removed all of They used to have all these weapon shops, and that's the stuff I'm interested. I like to walk around and check out swords and things like that. But they got rid of all of those. They at the same time they're claiming they're trying to make it more kid friendly, so they've really it really dumbed down a lot of the performances, but at the same time they're also all those weapon shops that they got rid of, they're putting bars into those, so it's just a bunch of alcohol and kids shows which makes no sense at all. Right.
Well, if you are interested in I guess I mean it's still kind of kid friendly, but it's a little bit more violent. There's a whole town in Arizona called Tombstone that we went to, and it's like cowboy theme, right? And you get duels, you get to see just life, how life was in the Western era. It's pretty cool, like there is a bunch of different shootout shows throughout the town and anywhere from saloons to out in the street. Those are pretty cool as well. That's like a hidden gem of Arizona not a lot of people know about. Now, of course, the Tombstone shooting was pretty famous back in the day. But so they grabbed that whole town, which it's abandoned, it's a ghost town, and they kind of made a theme park out of it. It's actually pretty sweet.
That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I'd like to check that out.
And you get to shoot guns as well over there, and why not? There's a range. It's just a lot of fun. You can dress up as cowboys and have your picture taken in the sepia. Then the type of it's really good.
I did that.
We had that. Yeah, we have that.
And they gave me like this huge rifle. I was like, this is.
Yeah, and I was scared for my life. Daniel Young is here. Hail, John, Carla, Red, Omega, and all hail to you.
What's up, Daniel?
As well. Okay. Thank you for joining us all the way from South Africa, man. How's it over there? You guys are in the middle of the summer, and guess what? So are we. It's crazy that it's mid-November, and somehow we're still going all the way up to 35 Celsius for you,
I'm done
whatever,
with it.
100 for the rest of us.
I
So
want snow.
yeah. Somehow it's been the hottest year. Are you guys without doxing yourself, Red? Whatever you are in the country at the moment, is it cold or is it hot?
I think
No,
I
I think it's fairly common knowledge that I'm in the Pennsylvania area, but it's going back and forth at the moment. It's the mornings are pretty chilly, but the afternoons sometimes get somewhat warm.
Yeah.
But that's just this past week. Before that, it was pretty cold. But yeah, we're getting a little warmer again now, which is kind of strange. But
All right. Yeah, I got this marijuana candy. Pretty good. Don't do drugs, kids. Very good. I recommend, highly recommend this whole thing of weed candy.
It's so hard for me because like it looks like sweet and I want sweets, but I can't have that.
It's kind of bittersweet. Well, after you have the baby and you're done breastfeeding, I would imagine.
So never.
So,
But like he leaves like all these huge kind of gummies in front of me there in the desk. Like
this is a test.
and I look at
If our daughter is born with red eyes and she looks like she's high, I know what happened. Don't do it. King Toe says that he's in Ohio and it's rainy and cold. No, man, happy for you because I wish we had that here.
let's go to Ohio.
Yeah,
Let's do
we're the same here. Rainy and cold.
I
Man.
hate you all.
Even down south in Mexico, they're having a better time. And now we have
Hello, John.
John.
Hey, Carla, how are you doing?
What's up, John? What's up? What's up?
I'm
Welcome.
excited for your book.
Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing well, doing well. How are both of you guys doing?
Well, here we're basically frying our asses in Arizona.
Man,
Oh yeah, I got the Arizona heat going on.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for some reason it doesn't go away. It's been a hotter year. Nice to meet you, John. First time
John.
first time
Yeah.
first time we meet. Welcome to the show as well.
It's a pleasure. It'll be easy for me to remember your name. What's
It
up,
will
Red
be.
Gaze? How you doing, buddy? I
I'm
don't
good, man. How are
know
you?
iMega Arts though.
A pleasure, John.
It's a pleasure, my friend. It's great to meet you.
This is our Saturday chill stream.
Absolutely.
Chilling.
Everybody's welcome. We should be putting the link on the chat as well. So if you want to jump on,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I'll definitely do that.
Absolutely.
But the bell rider will be sleeping though. So
He will be fine. So you still have to answer the question, John. Are you in a cold weather or?
I'm in Houston. So this time of year it's not too hot. And I'm actually originally from California, so we've only been out here for a year. So, it's kind of a strange year
yeah.
on a lot of fronts. But weather-wise, it's been okay. Honestly, we've been trapped inside, so we have air conditioning.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah. How long have you guys been in Arizona?
Whoa. Well, this is Carla's first year. I pretty much all but kind of grew up. I mean, most of my adult life I lived here.
Okay.
I did live not in the Houston, but very close to Houston for about a year or so. It was called Bryan, Texas. About an hour, 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on who's driving.
Exactly.
But I'll
always
go
the case.
right through Houston because there is this little town, this little coastal town called Galveston that they really enjoy going and hanging out at, and getting drunk basically in the beach. It was hell of a time back then.
Galveston is a great area. It's just you want to stay away from it during the storm seasons.
Yes, and you know what? One time I was there during a hurricane,
Ooh.
and me and the person I was with, we decided to go into the ocean, and we got pulled over. We got pulled out of the water by the cops, and
Oh my gosh.
and told to piss off. So we went to Houston, and they have like this kart racing, like the little karts, and
Yeah.
that's what I did for the rest of the afternoon that day. And for some reason, even though in Galveston was, there was a whole hurricane going on, Houston was sunny. So it's crazy. They're not even that far.
Well, that's the crazy thing. I'm probably, Houston is the thing with Houston, like unlike LA, Houston is just broad. It's wide. You know, so it's like, you know, I'm on like the northwest part of Houston, and that's a good 50 miles from the, you know, kind of southeast part. So,
Yeah.
you know, like last time what's up, Daniel? Last time there were storms, my aunt was calling because some people had power outages. We didn't even get any of the storm where we were. What's up, King Toad?
Absolutely. I'll catch you later, Mo. We'll be here by the time you get back, or if not, then catch the replay, of course. Always welcome here as well. So yeah, man, it's been an unusually hotter winter. I don't know. Are we still in fall? So it's been a hotter fall than usual, and I don't like it, and I really don't like it. And the crazy thing is that it's just Phoenix. Like if you just drive up north an hour to say Sedona, or 2 hours say Flagstaff, Arizona, it's snowing right now.
What?
And for some reason, it's just Phoenix. It's Phoenix and Tucson and everything down south after that. But it's just us, you know. It's just crazy. Yeah. Hex Allen says that Houston has broad hips and a flat ass.
Come on, Mel.
The crazy thing about Houston,
you like it like that, Mel.
I think the craziest thing I saw in Houston is just the amount of roadkill. It's way above everything I've ever seen. I mean, there was always something dead on the road, whether it be a dog, a cat, a raccoon, or some shit with fur. I don't know.
The park over where my son was doing his soccer practice. You know, one night we almost hit a cow.
Oh.
You know, that would have been bad. I mean, I don't think the minivan would have survived that. You know, but yeah, no, there is a lot of roadkill. You know, just things try to make it across the road, and man, it's not happening.
Yeah.
It's not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, it really surprised me how it was like every time I went out, there was something dead on the road.
That's pretty consistent.
That is pretty consistent. It was like, I should have kept the log, you know, and just kind of.
Well, you know, coming from California, one of the vehicles we brought was the minivan, and that for California, that's a big vehicle. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like having a minivan. Man, in Texas, I feel like a midget in that thing. Like in Houston, like so many people have trucks. You know, and it's like people that are, you know, they're not in construction, man. They just drive trucks. Yeah. Because that's just the culture. You drive a truck. You know, so like I'm like putzing on my little minivan, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it happens. There was back then when I was in Texas, everybody was getting like this really long spikes that were sticking out of their tires, right?
Yeah.
And I think they were supposed to do away with those. I don't know if they ever did, but that was pretty dangerous.
Yeah, I did see one car with that, but I think that's I've seen that in LA too, though. I mean, that's just, you know, ghetto fabulous, I guess. Just like, you know, but it reminds me of like Racer X. You know, it reminds me of like Speed Racer. You know, you got the spikes coming out like that just can't be a good idea. Who thought that was a good idea?
Well, a lot of times they will go into the other person's lane. No.
Yeah.
Because they just wanted to see who can make it the longest, I guess. Yeah. But you know, we complain about roadkill here, but check out Daniel Young's story. He was in a road trip from South Africa going through Botswana and Zimbabwe, wow. and then there was the elephants. So that definitely topped my road.
All right, you win.
Yeah. Exallen says hail to King Toad Comics, which is on the chat as well. And then Daniel Young, especially during the night when they just cross the road and they are huge. And the thing is, because there's no road lights, you can see them, so the driver needs to be extra careful. Oh. Have you ever run into any lions or crazy shit like that, Daniel? I wonder. Since
Well, I remember when we were to Arizona, and our car got stuck like in some ice. And there was like a bear, and I was freaking out. Remember?
That was just.
And like he was like trying to accelerate, and the car didn't move.
Well, the thing, I didn't want to run over the bear, and the bear just kind of planted himself in front of the car, and the car would move because.
That was my first time seeing a bear.
I was stuck in the chains, and so I was like, "Don't get out of the car because you know they'll attack you." So I started honking, but the bear just didn't care. You know, he was just minding his business. Eventually, somehow, I got the car unstuck and drove. You know,
that bear had a heavy ass because it looked like it was too heavy for him.
Yeah, that's for sure. Oh man.
When I was in California, we lived in the foothills, and one time I was going home. At this point, I was in high school, and was driving up kind of the lane where we lived, and I was like, man, and there was no lights on the lane. I was like, that's the biggest dog I've ever seen. I high beam this creature. The bear turns around and stands up, and like, you know, when you're 16 years old and you're driving a car, you feel like you're invincible. I felt like I was in a sardine can. I just put the car in reverse and drove away in reverse. You know, I was just like, you know, I was like in a little Honda. Yeah. Don't mess with bears, man. I probably looked like just something, a sardine. He's like, that's like a sardine in a little sardine can. I'm just gonna pull that guy out.
Yeah.
I only like the bears in the waffles box.
Yeah, in the Kodiak.
Those.
But some of the wolves in California are pretty intense too. Like I remember when the first time we met over there in LA, we were going up that mountain, and like the GPS was taking me through this road in the mountains. I'm guessing somewhere in LA, and so the road came to an end, and the GPS was still insisting that I had to go through it. So I'm like, I had to back up. But of course, the road was so narrow. Like if I went too far back, I would have probably just fall out the
We
cliff.
almost died the day we met.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not. Daniel said,
you're like, this day is going to be really good, or it's going to be the worst day ever. One or the other. Just, you know.
Daniel says that he did see some lions during safari in Kenya, but they were sleeping. But they didn't see them. But he didn't see them ever hunting. But that's when I was super young. Otherwise, cheetah just walking next to the car. Oh, but cheetahs can be pretty. Yeah, they can be pretty dangerous too.
So cute.
No, those are not for.
But they are cute.
For petting.
Was the cheetah like sizing up your car? The cheetah's like, I can go faster than this thing.
Right.
You know?
Trying to raise them.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing for the holidays, Jaimega? Do you have anything planned?
I was discussing this with my family a couple of minutes ago. We were eating because
we're watching.
Yeah.
We're watching you.
Yeah. Because the thing is that, of course, we're in lockdown and we cannot go out and see our other relatives. So we're going to have to stay home and share, a meal, a dinner, and open our gifts. Nothing more than that.
All right. Well,
I'm down for sharing a meal. What the hell?
Right?
That's good.
Oh, man. Some of the best food ever is in Mexico.
Yeah.
So,
well, if you come to Mexico one day, you're welcome to come to my house.
Where in Mexico are you?
It's a secret.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Doxing alert! Ew.
I know where, but I can't share it. All I can say is that it's such a weird town because it almost looks like you're in the middle of Italy, because it's like I don't know, like the style, like the aesthetics of the town in which Jaimega lives. It's in Mexico, but it looks like a Spanish, Italian type of like architecture and stuff.
Jaimega's like, give me tacos,
Yeah.
Tony, give me tacos.
Well, let's remember that Mexico was colonized by the Spaniards, and they left a lot of stuff before we kicked them out.
Right, but it's just the town itself just looks so colonial, like there is not a lot of like modern type of constructions. It's just like stuck in this time bubble, that it almost looks like it's out of I don't know, an Italian little town. That's kind of what it looks like. It's very, very nice.
So you Google map my house or something like that?
No, I've been to Mexico. I mean, we live 2 hours away from from Mexico. So yeah, I go all the time. I've gone plenty of times to pretty much know my way around already. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I've seen some crazy shit, I'll tell you. All right, Red. How are you planning on spending the holidays, Red? What are your restrictions in Pennsylvania?
They're getting worse and worse. But we have now. They want to do inside mask restrictions. If you're in a building of any kind, an enclosure with anybody else, you should be wearing your mask at all times, I guess, including when you're sleeping. They can go fuck themselves. But I don't have much of a family anyway, so I'll probably just be spending it with Luna, maybe a couple other people.
Oh.
But it'll be all right.
We're family, Red. We're family. We can make a video call while we eat something delicious.
But why is everybody acting like Luna is not enough? I love Luna. Luna's so cute.
Well, I mean, we can get together on a stream and have Thanksgiving dinner. We can all wear masks and just put our bites underneath because that's what you're supposed to do.
That sounds safe. That's
Sounds safe, right?
Safe and retarded.
It just sounds like a good way to get food all over your mask.
Right. Speaking of which, John, you say that you were from California. What do you think about this clown? What do you think about this hypocrite? So now he said that this weekend we're going to start collecting all turkeys in excess of 10 pounds from grocery areas. This will limit group sizes in the name of safety. We also will obtain records of prior sales for bird tracing to locate addresses of potential gathering spots.
Wow.
What?
I love California, but I'm so glad we left when we did.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Wow.
well, wasn't he having like a big old gathering not too long ago, like literally past week, and he had to come out and apologize because nobody was wearing masks, and of course they were in this mansion, and everybody was just having a jolly old time, and no masks required. That's the good old rules for D, but not for me. And some of the people from his cabinet went to a trip to Hawaii, and they were having a good old time out there as well. No mask, no social distancing, and of course, no lockdown for them.
Rules for D.
A lot of hypocrisy.
They're doing the same for Minnesota. You saw the other day.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's but that's the crazy thing. It's like, it's really bad when pretty much you can get the news, like the real news, from the Babylon Bee. I think they become more. I think they become more honest than the actual media. And I mean, look at this headline right now, and tell me it doesn't. It's not like the actual truth. Right now, the Babylon Bee says Newsom announces curfew so he doesn't have to wait in long lines at fancy restaurants. I mean, at this point, are these guys even a parody account? I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
I hear you. It's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah, it is pretty amazing. All right. Comic Book Bob says, by the way, guys, back Magnum. It's worth it. Is just for that sweet Marcio. How do you say that? Marcio Abreu.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Comic Book Bob. Appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely. There was literally a meat shortage during COVID-19. Other than that, he was doing at the food laundry. I don't know what that means. Pale Rider says, guess who were at the party? The Health Advisory Board of California. I mean, are you freaking serious? If at this point it isn't clear that they just want to get rid of people to get rid of traffic jams so that they can, just roll through town a lot smoother.
Or you can do your hair.
Oh yeah, you can do your hair, of course. And it's crazy because there was the governor here in Arizona was criticized because he closed down barbershops during the lockdown. I mean, we did kind of have like a mini lockdown, but it wasn't too serious. Yeah. But he never closed beauty salons. Now, the reason for that is because his wife owns one. So that just about tells you everything you need to see to know about,
Well, I read the news some days ago, and it said like California closed churches, but not
strip clubs.
Yeah.
Well, that's California's ideology right there in a nutshell.
They're essential workers, Carla.
Yeah,
I know. I'm sorry. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Yeah, after we leave in the end of the show, we're gonna check a little bit the campaigns we all have here. So John, be ready for that. You guys already know how it works around here. So.
Oh yeah.
You know what? If everything that was going on were written as a book, it would seem improbable and ridiculous. You're like, if somebody wrote this up, it's like, that's stupid. That wouldn't happen.
Right. Yeah, it wouldn't. Sometimes reality.
People aren't that stupid. People aren't that gullible. Oh yeah.
Sometimes reality is a little bit stranger than fiction.
That's the truth, John.
Yeah. But in the meantime, I want to show you something very crazy, guys. Check out this video. If you like puppies,
I like puppies.
Discretion advice.
Oh no! Come on.
But hold on.
Puppies, man.
The puppy does leave though at the end, so it's pretty.
Just the fact that you have to give that disclaimer. Oh, here we go.
All right. Be
Here we
prepared.
go.
Pretty cool video though.
All right.
That's an alligator.
Oh,
And then they fished out the puppy.
Damn.
wow.
This guy has balls,
That guy's beast mode.
right?
And he was like fully submerged in the water too.
Yeah, now that is a Florida man if I've seen one before.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he faced the alligator in his own house. Some
Right. Right. I need to ask Moe because he lives over there in Florida by the swamps and everything. And I guess
Oh,
he
that's
does-
right.
Well, there was a picture going around not too long ago of a monster alligator that was caught in a golf park.
That looked like a dinosaur.
To me, it looked fake to me, but the thing is, like, they can't get this that big, and
It was like fat.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like Stan the Dragon.
Is it urban legend that there's like alligators in New York sewer? Or is that true? Is that urban legend?
You know what? I don't know, but I've heard that there is also turtles who know ninjutsu.
That's not urban legend. That's true.
All right.
And there's a rat,
There's a
The huge fat
Big
alligator. You should find it.
anthropomorphic rat.
I want to see it.
yeah. There was let me look him up because
Like I would cook it. It looked like
have you ever had gator meat?
no.
No.
It's like fish. Well, I mean the thing is,
I mean, it looked like something. But is that it?
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my god!
Let me share the screen real quick. Yeah, this was the massive thing that was caught just casually walking through
Is that
the
real?
course. And that's the thing. I thought at first that it was fake, but you can see it walking. There's videos of it walking. So unless it was, some kind of robot, but it is. That thing can swallow you whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
looks like it has swallowed people whole. That thing is huge.
Right?
Yeah, it looks like it looks like it has a person inside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like
mean?
me.
Is he another alligator?
Say it again.
I think I saw a picture in which he was eating another alligator.
Yes,
not-
it was.
That's an
Sure.
abomination.
Holy damn.
They can be, man. When it comes to reptiles, they'll eat anything.
Wow.
Even like you can see, he's attacking another
Okay,
alligator.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they can get pretty insane. They can get pretty insane. So I want to go to the chat real quick. Daniel says so traumatizing and manly at the same time. Man, that Florida man. I gotta tell you. Would you? Okay, so let be honest with me, Red Gaze. Would you go after the puppy?
Man, I'd have to tell my kids that,
Hell
you
no.
know,
There's different factors. If it was my puppy,
golly.
that's
What
a
if it was-
tough one.
What if
I'm
it
not
was-
going to sit here and lie to you. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
That's a wow.
It's- I'm a very calm person in situations like that,
Yeah.
but
You will calmly go the hell out of there.
that's very possible. That's
I
very
definitely
possible.
yell at the alligator. Does that help? Stop! Stop! I definitely do that.
Maybe people that live there, they know how to do it. Maybe.
Well, yeah.
They have
Yeah,
something-
that plays a part too. Yeah, I mean, living there, you probably know a bit more about how to handle gators than people like
Yeah.
us might.
I mean, he seemed to know what he was doing. I mean, he was, wrestling that gator, and yeah, I don't know.
What if it was Luna? What if it was Luna that's drowning with the alligator? Will you still
Oh
go?
man!
No,
man!
Luna wouldn't be
brought it
that
home.
stupid. She'd be
He
gone.
brought it home.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It
Reminds me of that video of the guy who punches a kangaroo to save his dog.
Yeah. Well, that I can deal with. I can punch a kangaroo any day, but but it's just the teeth. That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I don't know though, man. I think a kangaroo would really mess you up.
Yeah.
It could, but
You
it
know?
would eat you. I think
That's true. That's true. That's true.
All right. We are joined by the one and only, the very, very CG best Vinny R. How are you, sir?
What's up, Vinny?
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Look
All
what
right,
I
cool.
got the other day, Vinny. I put it back in the plastic.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks, Sean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're
Can't
doing
wait to read
great.
that.
Yeah, we're like less than $1,000 away from hitting 40K on that.
Wow, man, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Dude, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to launch my next book, but we're trying to get some more pages done. I'm literally inking right now.
Okay.
So yeah, we're getting more stuff happening here. But how's everyone doing?
We're doing all right. We're doing all right.
It was
Just
good enough
having,
to punch an alligator.
yeah, we're having a little bit of a catching up to do with all of you guys. I've been super gone from all social media in general. Like, if you haven't seen me fighting SJWs online, you know there's something wrong. So I just pretty much been having the busiest, most worrisome week. And then the baby's coming soon, so it's just been crazy. But I wanted to catch up with you guys because it's been a while since the last time we spoke, right?
We're in a moment.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks. In
Yeah,
4
it's
weeks.
just so much stress, like
Mhm.
it's like the baby's coming now. Of course, Carla's in a lot of pain most of the time.
Hell
Then
yeah.
my dad calls me, he has corona, and so does my grandma,
wow.
and everything is like, and my grandpa passed away like 2 weeks ago as well. So it's just like being like too much, So I had to take some time out, and
Wow.
Sorry to hear that, man.
no, yeah, you're good, and thankfully my family is doing all right. Everybody's recovering, which goes to prove that if you're in good shape, the corona will probably not kill you. So far, let's knock on wood, because
No,
Yep.
come on,
But they-
I told you, like, they're gonna be fine. It's
well, they are doing a lot better than the beginning of the week.
right.
So that's
That's
good.
good.
But
Yeah,
I
very
definitely
good.
wanted to get back with you guys and promote some projects, look at new projects, and push our campaigns. And
For some reason,
Laugh.
every time I pay for the StreamYard, I stop streaming.
yeah, never fails.
Always. It's like a charm. Seriously, what the hell? And that's not good.
It's like
Yeah.
a gym membership.
Yeah.
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 You know what? Don't even bring that up right now, because I'm just smacked over the head. All right. Anyways, we have this.
I said that because it's real.
Right?
Now we have this incredibly looking campaign here to show you guys today, and this art is phenomenal. All right,
It is.
this looks very sexy, man. So
Thank you, sir.
why don't you tell us a little bit about Magna?
Okay.
And what is it about?
Okay, so Magna, it's the story of the protagonist. Her name is Kari Skogsholm, and she comes to the kind of earth-shattering discovery that she is adopted, and this sends her on a journey. This story arc takes place in 1942 and starts off in fictitious city of Tree City, Idaho, and her journey takes her to her parents' homeland in Finland. And in 1942 in Finland, there's Russian and German occupation going on in Finland. So there's a lot that's happening from a historic standpoint that's amazing and horrific that's happening. So she goes to Finland, and then from Finland she makes her way to Asgard, and she finds herself in league with the last of the mighty men of old, the last of the gods. It's a pantheon that consists of Aesir and Egyptian and Chinese and Olympian gods. And they're the last of those gods, and she finds herself first and foremost, hurled into the middle of their struggle, and then ultimately she becomes the linchpin as to whether she and they are going to survive.
Well, first of all, this story has werewolves, sexy ladies, gods, magic, everything that pretty much I like. So this looks very awesome, man.
Very nice.
And
I
who,
appreciate
are you the artist or the writer?
I'm the writer.
Fantastic.
I'm the writer, and I wish I had the artistic skill to do something of this level, but not even close, my man. The penciler, Marcio Abreu, he's just an awesome dude. He has done some penciling for Red Sonja and the Warlord of Mars, so I really liked his aesthetic. I wanted it to be. I wanted someone that could do something that's kind of high adventure-ish, and be able to take us from a period piece, because you start in 1942, and then be able to take you, all the way up into the heavens. And I also wanted somebody that could draw the characters the way that I wanted them drawn, not like Miss Marvel, which really hurt Captain Marvel, hurt my feelings. I'm going to go there right now. I got to go because it really hurt my feelings because I loved Miss Marvel. You know, I think the first book I picked up when I decided I was a comic book collector was like Avengers like 184 or something like that. And on that cover was this giant Crusher Creel on a barge, and he's holding up Miss Marvel like he's King Kong, and Iron Man's attacking him, and Vision is attacking him. And I mean, that was the real deal. I mean, that was Carol Danvers, man. She was like the prototype, you know. Let's see what happened now, man. Hurts my heart. Oh, but I digress.
Well, your campaign is doing great so far. I think you did meet your goal. You have 26 days left. Come on, guys. This campaign should be should have a lot more than it does, because this campaign is looking fantastic.
Thank you.
And this is volume 1, so you have planned for more volume in the future.
Yeah, so you know, just from kind of a business perspective, my first book was Black Tiger: Legacy of Fury,
right?
And that book was 172 pages. So I gave a full story arc in that one volume. This one, I'm breaking it up into 2 pieces. So this is 75 pages. So you're going to get the first half of the story arc. So you're going to get well into the story. You're going to get very far into the world, and you're going to get some nice reveals in this first 75 pages. So the plan is for this one to be able to deliver by the end of Q1 in March of 2021. And, you know, we're going to then launch the second Black Tiger campaign, and that's already produced, and trying to have that done by end of Q2 if possible, early Q3, and then we'll roll right into the next Magna campaign, which is already produced as well, and that'll be the second 75 pages that completes this. So I'm trying to get some momentum so that I can start putting out books 3 or 4 a year, you know, right. Trying to do it on a more consistent basis. But you know, just gotta get that ball rolling and get that momentum. But this community has been amazing, man. Absolutely amazing.
Oh man, for sure. Everybody helps each other out. It's probably the best thing I've ever been a part of. Well, other than the army, but it's very comparable. It's like a brotherhood, you know, and the sisterhood as well. Well, I'm very excited for you because I love seeing good campaigns.
Thank you.
This is a good campaign, man. This is a well put campaign in itself. Beautiful art. It looks like great art. It looks like great writing as well. Let's watch the trailer and get people hyped up.
Let's do it.
Let me know if you guys can hear it, because I don't remember if I shared with some. Can you hear it?
Yeah, there's sound.
I heard sound.
Sure.
Welcome to Sioux City, Idaho. The year is 1942. Spring is in the air, but times are tense as the world finds itself at war. While high school senior Kari Skogsholm finds her provincial life unfulfilling, her parents are eager to keep their lives and, most importantly, their extraordinary daughter under the radar as long as they can. But time is not on their side. They prepare to flee to protect Kari, but there's something within her compels her to stay and take a stand. It's time to learn truths that have been kept from her, be it out of love or fear or something else. It's time to answer the calling upon her life, whatever that may be. So her journey begins, and things would never be the same. But Kari's story finds its roots millennia prior. The men of renown, known as the sons of God, and the daughters of men in the first and second heavens, joined with raised arms one last time, combining all the power that they had to command. And the heavens, above the world, the last stand of these mighty men, was also the last appearance of the agents of destruction, until their reemergence in 1942. Kari must learn the truth about herself, determine the endgame of these supernatural agents of destruction, and how to stop them before all is lost.
That reverberating effect kind of worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Magna, the Last Pantheon. Yep.
Nice.
Man, you picked some great music to go along with it.
I like that.
Did you?
Where'd
you get it? Where did you get it from?
My boy Scott Thrill, he's a music producer.
Oh, hell yeah. Original and everything.
Oh man, so he put a nice beat together. So I was like, thank you, sir.
You're gonna have to get me in touch with him because man, I really like that.
Look, Mr.
yeah.
Sheriff, what's up? Welcome. He's saying the verses need to go more with the beat. Yeah,
Absolutely. So guys, the thank you to Soul Ian, Mr. Author, for leaving the link down
Thank
below
you.
on the comments.
Thank you, Solin.
Do check out this campaign, man. It looks insanely good. The colors, the art, and the writing and the story itself. It looks like something that you need to get. So please back it if you haven't done so already. Magna live on Indiegogo still has 20+ days to go. So I imagine you are in your first 30 days.
Yeah, so we launched on Tuesday.
Oh, so you're gonna kick some ass,
you're
man.
doing great.
You're gonna kick some ass, and I can already see it. So
Thank you.
congratulations to you, and I'll be keeping an eye on this one because I definitely want to get me a copy. So are you going in demand?
We will go in demand.
Fantastic, man.
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna kick a lot of ass with this campaign, man. I'm super excited. I didn't know
Thank
about
you.
it. I know about Black Tiger, right?
Yeah.
But I did not know about Magna. Now I know about it. You know me, man.
You were going to say manga.
I was gonna say manga. It's easy. It's easy to get confused. It's easy to get confused.
I have you traumatized.
You
That's all right.
But it's a good thing. It's like I always discover these great campaigns, and I'm not only a creator, but I'm a backer, and I think I speak for everyone here on this panel as well. We're also backers. You know, we get excited.
Mhm.
I think that's one of the things that why you see that there is so much support from one another. It's not only because we want to do well financially with the campaigns, but it's because we care about these campaigns because they look good and we want to get them too. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I'll tell you, like 100% of my comic book budget now is just indies now.
it's CG, yeah.
It's all indies.
Absolutely. We have my mother-in-law in the house saying that she loves it in Spanish.
All right.
Very much.
Hey,
That's awesome.
All right. So Leon says that he's already backed it.
Yes, he has. Thank you, brother.
Werewolves and gods. What is there not to like? I think that is a perfect summary there for that campaign.
I know that should have been like what I should put there on the little thumbnail.
On the banner, yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. The verses need to go more with the beat. I think you did a great job with that, man. So
It's
yeah,
more like spoken word.
absolutely. So guys, please check out this awesome project Magna by the great John here with us and live on Indiegogo. First 30 days. Are you going to extend?
That's the plan. Yeah, we want to extend.
So
I need a song, John.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Most definitely.
Good.
And I'll make sure I get you in contact with my man Scott because he has so many hot tracks. Amazing.
Please, absolutely.
Good.
Absolutely. And now let's look at a little campaign. Well, not little, of course not, because the creator of this campaign is
What do you mean, little compare?
well, I always call everything little. That's my way.
Because in Spanish, it's like when you appreciate something, you add ito or ita, which
Yeah.
is like a diminutive.
It's
But
like-
when you translate it to English, it's like, oh, this little, and they're like, why? What do you mean little?
yeah, it's not little at all. It's like a cultural thing, but
Mm.
you guys understand. Johnny Cage is late and gay as usual. But you can fix the being late part. I don't know about the other part.
I had a problem because it was International Men's Day, the 19th of November.
You wish me a
So-
happy day the day after. To be fair.
Yes, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, all my men friends and of course my husband, congratulations for having little balls.
We don't-
In Spanish is like nice, like "Felicitaciones por tus bolitas," but in English it doesn't work. It doesn't mean.
I know you could.
that one didn't. Yeah, I know they're like.
It's not huevos.
Yeah, huevitos.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
huevitos.
Good old way. You don't realize, hold on, but you don't realize that you're in the chat, right?
I don't care.
All right. Well, in that case,
Sorry. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
let's look at this awesome campaign. All right, it's in the pre-launch stages. Still collecting signatures. I know you have collected a lot of signatures so far, but you are probably going to kick even more ass than you did with my favorite CG book thus far, Through the Woods. So let's take a look at the one and only Shadow of the Kraken.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to launch this thing. I was debating about doing it this week, but I need to stretch it out before we launch. I need everything to be set up the proper way. So yeah, we're still collecting emails right now. A lot of people wanted this thing right off the bat, but yeah, we got to wait a little bit longer, guys.
Oh, absolutely, man. But I gotta say, well, Vinny's art is written all over it. You know, his art speaks for itself. I'm gonna eat a little bit more weed real quick, and you know, just the amount of detail in the water, the ships, the battles, the people, you know, the women. I know there's gonna be some sexiness here because it's you, Vinny. So
yeah,
I'm excited for it, man.
You know, I always keep it classy. It's
When are
sexy,
you-
but it's classy.
When are you launching?
I honestly, I don't know. The latest will probably be January, but I might pull the trigger earlier. We got to see.
All right. Just be
Yeah.
careful with that Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of different things that's coming to play, including what's going on with the election shit. I don't know if it might be wiser to launch before the new year. But
Now you're doing something very different in this campaign because
Mhm.
obviously the art of Through the Woods was very special, but in this case, but this you're going a little bit more gory this time, right? A little like the action scenes are going to be a lot more brutal. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, yeah, because I want things to be a little bit more realistic on that level. Because I mean, like Pirates, it's not your Disney pirate movie, or you know, it's not that type of thing I'm going with. I'm going with more traditional, and yeah, there's going to be a good contrast between the beautiful locations and the people or whatever, but with the battle scenes, yeah, we need to get brutal. You know, we need to have limbs coming off, people getting attacked the proper way. Yeah, I mean, and the villain is very vicious, so you're going to see what happens in here.
It's good taking the knife right to the eye right there.
Man.
He is taking a knife right to the eye, man, and so, like I said, even more brutal action, very grounded story, right? Very realistic as to what it was. What was the research process like, Vinny? Did you know a lot about pirates before you wrote this book? Did you have to study a lot about lore?
I've always been a fan. I mean, since a kid, since I was a kid. I mean, shit. Even my mother, when I was real small, she had done the bedroom like it was the inside of like a pirate ship. You know, we had the cargo net, we had frames that were all done the proper way, lamps that had like, every bit about it, little model boats. I mean, it was cool stuff, but that always resonated with me. I always loved pirates growing up, and I never really saw it done the proper way in comics.
Right.
You know, so it's like, yeah, I want to get into this. And yeah, I mean, I love the stories of all those famous ones too. Blackbeard, Black Bart, all these different legendary pirates. But like the one thing that really stood out to me is like none of them made it like even into their 40s. Most of them died before then.
Right.
It's,
well,
you know.
I think that was true of everyone that lived back then, but I would say that your chances of dying would, substantially increased if you were sailing the oceans.
Sure. The more notorious of a pirate that you were, the quicker you would be taken out pretty much between, England, Spain, but then also there was pirate hunters. You know, it's a lot that went into play back then. But yeah, I'll be showing some of what happened, like how they did their trades and that kind of things, like, spices, rum, things of that nature. But again, like I'm gonna drop some realistic elements here and there. But you're going to have moments where, especially how this ends and going into issue 2, you'll see where I'm taking this. Right. But we're going to go over the top with it on certain things without being too spoilery.
Oh, absolutely.
I
want to watch the trailer. If you want to share screen on what you're working on for this book, I'll definitely love to see that as well.
I'm actually on my drawing table inking right now. So.
If you want to show us something, I would not be mad about it. So
maybe a little bit later. Right now, my setup is all fucked up and I have things in the way.
Hey man, whenever you can, Jezebel says so cool. I love pirates. Can't wait for your pirate book. And I think that's everybody's how everybody feels right now.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's watch this trailer. Let me know again. Actually, let me unshare the screen and share it again with sound because I know for a fact I didn't do it this time. But let's watch the trailer that Redgate's put together. His best trailer thus far, I would say. Ours is a close second, but this one, oh, man, you went bonkers with this one. So let's watch it.
He crushed it.
Beautiful.
That's excellent, man. That's excellent.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, and every page is going to look, this high quality. That's why I'm taking my time on this. I'm making sure you guys are really going to be stunned when you see it, when you read it, because the story goes on a little bit of a roller coaster as well. I mean, you're going to get those highs and lows, but it's going to be very satisfying, I think. And yeah, it's just we're going there, people.
Oh, I know, man. I'm super excited for this. The amount of details and the amount of talent that you put into every single panel of Through the Woods. I'm sure I will get that as well here in this book. There's no question about that. Maybe even better because I really like those gory action scenes that you're putting out.
Thanks, man.
It's gonna be very excellent, man. I really love your work. Big fan, as you know. I can't wait for it. I have a question though about the book. Is the Kraken going to be the pirate ship, or is it going to be an actual Kraken in the story?
It is actually the ship, and it's the figurehead is you'll see it. I'm like I said, I'm working on something real special right now, but you guys will be blown away.
The Kraken.
He's going to release the Kraken. So if you guys haven't signed up for the mailing list for this awesome book, upcoming project just at the beginning of next year, that's right around the corner. Please sign up. The link is right there. Thank you, Mr. Officer, for dropping it.
Hell yeah. And so everybody knows too. I mean, this isn't just going to be like my regular comics. Like I'm really making sure everything is going to be that super high quality because that's what everyone deserves. This book is going to be 50 pages. If we hit some stretch goals, we're gonna make it maybe 60 pages.
Right.
More than half the book is already completed. That's full colors. So this is going to be an epic one. You're not going to want to miss.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm not missing it.
Yeah. Well, we're not missing it for sure, guys. Do sign up for the mailing list of this awesome book. Are there going to be any early bird rewards, Mr. Vinny? Or
yeah, if you sign up, you're going to get a free mini print. So like if anyone who got City of Venus, like those first 500 people, like the mini print that had in there, except I'm going to make the stock thicker on the actual print.
Absolutely.
So all right, sign up.
Do sign up for that. Don't forget to back Magna as well. And we're gonna go through those campaigns again one last time before we go. I wanted to now. Speaking of pirates, though, what are you guys' thoughts on the newest information regarding the Pirates of the Caribbean?
Oh my god!
So Johnny Depp is out. So I think something happened with my internet here.
You back?
Uh-oh.
¿Puedes hablar?
I don't know. We're lagging here. So can you guys hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, for some reason, my internet is acting stupid, but I was going to share screen.
It's a conspiracy, man.
It's a conspiracy. We're not supposed to talk about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So apparently, Johnny Depp, he got the boot. He's out. And then Margot Robbie is supposed to take over, I guess, the main role. And she is talking about how there's going to be a lot of girl power in a movie that I was already very uninterested in seeing anyways, because I guess he was. I guess he was cool the first time or second time, the first or second. But once they do 6, 7 of them, I'm kind of starting to lose interest. But I feel like the only thing that was carrying that I was keeping it alive was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, definitely Jack Sparrow was keeping that franchise moving.
You can't make that movie without him. Sorry, call it something else. It's not Pirates of the Caribbean.
Absolutely.
Maybe the Wenches of the Caribbean, but it's not Pirates of the Caribbean.
Since you have a pirate book, I'll let you rant about the pirates for a little bit. I have to, I guess, restart this thing because
this is frozen.
My internet froze. So I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty ridiculous what they're doing. Why would you continue it if it's not going to be Johnny? Why bother? Make it something else. You want to have a female pirate movie? Go do something different. But girl power shit. Well, didn't they learn from the Birds of Prey? That shit doesn't work.
They're movies that they didn't.
Huh?
They didn't learn from Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Well, they're retarded.
But at the end of the day, maybe the point is more towards the agenda than even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just affecting minds. It's not even about making movies that even make money. It's just about getting, your narrative out there, and that's what they're doing. Is they're getting a narrative out there, and then maybe alongside it, maybe the narrative also comes along that like, oh, and see, the world isn't ready for it. No, it's just because it's not good.
Yeah,
just give us a good story.
Yeah, but again, then you're falling into the Star Wars territory, right? How they were blaming the fans. Like, they could all go fuck themselves. That's why we're doing what we're doing, because people are resonating with what we're creating. These new properties, new projects, because they're original. No one's telling us what to do. These studios and everything, that it's being played a certain way. Like you said, they just want to get their message across. They don't care if they lose money.
Yeah, I think that you and John nailed it there. When it's going to be blame on the fans when this stinks, and it's probably going to. They never learned their lesson. I wonder how bad it is in their bubble, in their echo chamber, that they don't live in reality. They don't realize, and I'm talking about Hollywood for the most part. They don't realize that people have massively rejected this agenda pushes in the stories that they have developed. I grew up with this too. Like I'm sure a lot of you did as well. And I liked them. I enjoyed the first few movies, and like I said, the attraction, the theme park in Disney is pretty awesome, And so it's a franchise that has a name, right? It means something. But these leeches have to, of course, leech off of it. So just to push agendas and get their points across and just lecture us about, I don't know, the patriarchy, feminism, whatever it is that they want to lecture us about. And of course, when you don't go watch it, when you vote with your dollars, you get blamed for it. You're a woman hater. So
the funny thing is, go ahead. Sorry, Carla.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Go.
I was just going to say the funny thing about this is, at the end of the day, it'll be, about toxic masculinity and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of, let's say no man wanted to see it and all the women wanted to see it. Guess what? It will be the highest grossing movie ever.
Right.
Women make up half the population last time I checked. Mm-hmm. So it's like women aren't seeing it either.
Right.
Yeah. Want to hear something funny about this movie? Once it gets released, that is gonna get pirated in Mexico.
yeah, and even then, I feel like people would just, I feel like $2 would be too much to pay for something like that, just because I know what happened with Birds of Prey, unfortunately, and
right.
And like Jezebel was pointing out earlier, that is the same director. The same stupid things that let's do a count here, all right?
What I wanted to say earlier is that I can't believe they are actually doing this like again and again and again. It has been proven it doesn't work, and they keep doing it. So I honestly ask: are they maybe being funded by some organizations that want to push these agendas? Because this doesn't make sense. Where do they get the money from? Like,
yeah, that's what I was getting at. If you go count, you go back to Ghostbusters, Ocean's 11, all Terminator, all female. They have Arnie in it, but they pretty much character assassinated him. You know, you have what other movies have come out?
Wait a
recently?
minute, you didn't enjoy the Cuck Robot?
No, I didn't. I didn't enjoy that at all. So I mean, it's like, oh, and then of course Charlie's Angels, which was supposed to be an all girl power kind of movie, and they still somehow managed to fuck that up because they were still pushing the agenda. So of course they're losing money. I just don't understand how these producers sit down and still listen to these people anymore. You know, the people who tell them, no, this is what the cool kids are into nowadays. This is what you gotta talk about in your movie. This is what you gotta show, because I mean, it's been proven to be a massive failure over and over, and they still keep trying. Are they trying to lose money, or like you point out, are they getting funded from someplace else? Now, of course,
they have to be. It doesn't make sense.
Well, the thing is that Hollywood for the longest time hasn't really relied on American dollars anymore. You know, they're mostly focused on selling these products to China. You know, that's their main market, right? That's the main consumer market. They usually mostly rely on China money. But even then, like you look at some things, like they get massive, like they have to censor a lot of stuff because in China it's just not allowed, you know. And the Chinese actually have a war for basically the liberals in America, who the social justice warriors. They don't even though they're ruled by the Communist Party, even they make fun of how extreme the SJWs are here, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen this, is probably not very popular topic here, but Sia, the singer, she did, I don't know if it's a little movie or a music video about autism, like trying to highlight autism, but she used Maddie Ziegler, you know, this dancer from Dance Moms, and she's not autistic, and everybody was angry because how dare you hire somebody who's not autistic to represent an autistic person? You're such an evil person. You're the worst.
It's called acting,
right? Like you don't have to be what you're supposed.
What
to
you're
be.
portraying, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
What you're portraying, but it's. I wonder. I still need to wonder if they listen to Twitter so much, or you know, if they think that's the real world, because of course there's going to be outrage by the mob, by the SJW mob, anytime they don't get their way, or anytime they see something problematic, quote unquote, with entertainment in general, whether it be movies, comics, video games, whatever. They're going to point it out, they're going to bitch about it, they're going to whine, they're going to cry, they're going to explode on social media, call for their heads. But they're not the ones buying the tickets. They're not the ones buying the products. They're not the ones buying the books.
Right.
You're listening.
I don't think it's about that. I think it's about mind share. I think it's about, you know, are they going to affect our minds so much? No, but what about the youth? You know, just continually feeding to the youth. I mean, that's why we have such a big socialist movement right now.
Yeah.
You know, it's not folks that have been around. It's young folks. They're like, hey, this actually sounds like a good idea. Right. You know, so they're feeding into the minds of the youth that, like, man, you know,
not feeding, poisoning.
Yeah, agreed. Poisoning and basically, you know, taking captive their minds and getting them to think of these really crazy philosophies, and that's what we're seeing. That's why, to me, this is just marketing dollars. They're not even trying to make money.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're marketing for what they think their future is, which is
I've been saying it for a long time that it's all that shit. It seriously is. They want to corrupt everyone. They want them stupid. So because they know social media, all this kind of crap, entertainment. That's how they rule everyone in America, because we're all slaves to phones, to television, to the computers. So that's what they attacked. And that's the way they control us. And especially if we're all fighting amongst one another, no one's paying attention to what they're really doing. Their dirty dealings, that China fucking owns Biden, you know, all this kind of nonsense.
Right.
And that's the reason why they also want to infiltrate the anime industry, because they know it's the one that is selling money right now.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why they are buying Crunchyroll and Funimation, because they want to control the narrative.
Mm-hmm. It's like a virus. That's why they're compared to cancer so much. It's like a virus, you know. They go and destroy one thing, and once it's completely destroyed and they've sucked the life out of it, they move on to the next popular thing to do the exact same thing. You know what I mean? You know, they start with movies, now they're going to video games, and they're going to keep doing that because they cannot come up with their own original ideas. Because, well, I mean, even if they do, they know that they're massively rejected by the majority of people. People are not like what, you know, Twitter seems to show
Right.
Twitter is not the world. Majority of people are in the center and they couldn't give less of a fuck about politics. You know what I mean? They just want to live their lives, and when they want entertainment, they just want to be entertained. When they want to hear a good story, that's what they want. They don't want to be lectured. They don't want to be preached on, because if they wanted that, then they'll go to church.
Of course. And life is too stressful anyway. With everything that's going on right now, the last thing we need is people wagging their finger at us, telling us how to think and how to act. But that's what they're getting. That's why they're gonna change laws and stuff when that douchebag gets in. That's what they're trying to do.
Well, I mean, I don't doubt about he won't be president.
Well, we know that it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. It's going to be her.
It's going to be someone a tad worse. But the thing is, that even when you look at what they've been doing and the indoctrination and all of that, and still people don't adhere to these ideologies because they see that it's fringe, and it's like you have this mortal sin, you have this original sin, if you will, of being born a man, most first and foremost, or being born straight, and those are the two main things. Then after that, you go into race, wealth, whatever else, right? Mm-hmm. And just by virtue of being that, you're already the worst thing that walks the earth. So you need to be lectured about how you're the worst. And I don't know how they act surprised that people reject that. I mean, it's like if I started telling you that you are this and you are that, and it's all negative things, and then I say, now buy my shit, would you do it? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, these people, they're brain dead. They are brain dead.
And
anyone who buys into their bullshit is also brain dead.
Yeah. Johnny K says that those bitches better stay away from the anime titties. They're coming for that next. Best believe it. I saw a pretty funny comment right here by Johnny K saying that, so the actor playing Daredevil now has to be blind. That's going to be interesting. Now, if that's the case, then it's going to probably look something like this.
The lights of Friday night football shine bright over West Texas. But for one football player, he can't see those lights. He can't see the crowd, the ball, or the grass. But what he can see is that he's helping others see and believe that nothing is impossible, not even playing football blind. 1, 2, 3, 4, the Greenwood Panthers preparing for a big game. In fact, it's the biggest. It's the championship. They've come this far because each player has a unique talent, a crafted skill, including number 57, Dylan Collier.
We already know we're going to win.
It's that kind of confidence that continues to amaze people who watch Dylan play, because he's doing all of this blind.
I can't see, and a lot of people think that a blind person can't play football.
But this courageous youngster has proven those people wrong.
You can do anything, anything's possible.
Game time nears. Dylan and his team are ready.
Guys, this is it. Okay, you want to go to the Super Bowl, this is the time to do it.
Sir!
On the field, he runs, looking for a block.
My job is to block for the quarterback. I have to make sure that they can't get where the quarterback can get the ball.
Dylan is able to do this with the help of his teammates and his coach, who communicates with Dylan through a radio set up inside his helmet.
All right, but you see what happens when they try to be cute like that, though. You see
no. Like, I see what they're trying to do, and I don't agree with manipulation of people. But at the same time, I don't see no harm in they.
No, of course, there's no harm. But you understand that this kid doesn't understand, how ridiculous this looks.
John. I just want to know, because this is old footage. Did he make it to the Super Bowl?
Of course not.
Oh my god.
That's the thing, man. It's like if they try to lift people up the wrong way, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That is not the way to lift people up.
Yeah. I know what they were trying to do as well, but it almost comes off like it's a South Park.
Exactly. It almost comes off as if they are trying to offend these people. You know what I mean?
It looked more insulting than anything else.
Exactly. We're in the same boat, my friend. We're right on the pathway to hell. I know we're not supposed to be laughing about things like this, right? But you can help it but laugh at things like this. This is not the way to lift people up. That's just all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I don't see any problem with they doing that.
Yeah.
But the message behind it, like you can do anything. No.
Yeah.
Let's keep in mind. Let's keep in mind though that kid's probably doing better than all of the Jets.
Okay, but it's not because the kid is blind that I'm saying that he can't do anything. I also can't do anything. Nobody can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like we all have limits. Life has limits. You know?
Yeah.
Like probably if I wanna punch John and John punches me back, he's gonna kill me because he's just stronger than me.
Yeah, John, don't hit your
I
wife.
can do anything. No, I can't.
You'd have to kick him in the nuts.
Yeah, you have to do that. But
gotta kick his nuts.
Right?
but that's the thing. That's the thing. Though, when you watch a movie, you understand that what you're seeing is bullshit. It's entertainment. You know, in real life, 100-pound woman is not going to take on 5 200-pound guys. You know what I mean? And it's entertainment, and it's like these people are like, no, you know, you have to have the representation. You have to meet all the quotas, and all of that is so tiring. It's so tiring.
Yep.
It reminds me of what happened to trans athletes in mixed martial arts.
Yeah. Well, believe it or not, but this is actually I told this one time. A few years ago, I went to an MMA fight in a Wild Horse Pass Casino, and there was this guy named, and I'm not even joking, I'm not even making this up. They called him Stompy, and the reason is he was missing both of his legs. And they paired him up. They made him fight a guy who actually had both of his legs. Now, of course, the guy with the legs kicked the shit out of this poor dude, right? Because the guy didn't have legs. So all he could do was crawl and try to grapple with him. But the guy, I mean, of course, you don't want to look like an asshole. He kept backing up and just kind of kicking him like, you know, like you kick a puppy that's trying to come after you. And that's kind of, it kind of looked like the scene from The Walking Dead with a zombie without legs going after, you know what I mean? After the guy. And the guy just kept kicking him to get away from him. Now, of course, they called the fight for the guy with legs because he was the only one that did something in the fight. He didn't want to look like an asshole, but what was he supposed to do? Just let the other guy win? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, that's like a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, he should have never taken the fight.
Well, a lot of times the coaches will do that for you, especially because this was amateur, you know? Mm-hmm. So I feel like, I feel like this society is so obsessed with the representation, with making everyone equal, not realizing that that's just not nature. Right. You know what I mean? That's just not nature. Just not everything is not made the same, and that's the beauty of it. Yeah. You know, there could be many differences, and everyone can bring something to the table, but we don't have to be all the same.
Right.
You know, we don't have to say this. We don't have to have the same skill sets. And that's the thing. I mean, the fighter, he could have been a great fighter in the Paralympics, for example. They could make a whole division just for that. But why put him in the cage with somebody that's obviously going to kick his ass and put the other guy in the situation where you don't want to do something like that because the other guy is missing his legs? Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's fucking crazy. This whole society is crazy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Jesus.
So Leon says, in the Iron Fist TV series, it killed my suspension of disbelief dead when they had Colleen Wing kick the ass of MMA fighters with arms as big as her whole body, and the choreography didn't support it. Yeah, I mean, and again, you can have things like that and understand that it's still entertainment and all that, but when you go for some kind of realism, it doesn't quite work, you know?
Yeah. It's realistic that she kicked Iron Fist's ass because he's a bitch. Like, we believe that, but not these giant MMA guys. Fuck no.
Absolutely. All right, let's take some time to a little bit of shameless self-promotion here. We have Witch Hunter still live on Indiegogo, and only 5 days left before the first 30 days expire. I've almost made it to 5K. Remember that the 5K is the threshold before we extend to 50 pages for the book. So far we have 46 pages, and we're super close to hitting the 5K. So help us get there, please. I think we have some really cool things to add to the 46 pages.
Absolutely. After the 5K mark, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be added. So yeah, just help us be there. We just sold out the Be in the Book tier.
Yay.
So yeah, if you wanted to be in the book, you're fucked up.
Well,
You're out of luck.
But if we extend the campaign, you never know. I mean, if we if we add more pages to the campaign, you never know what can happen. So
well, yeah, that depends.
So that's the thing. We have a list of stretch goals. We have a lot of cool things coming for this project. So do help us spread the word out if you have already gotten your copy. If you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? This is going to be an amazing and awesome project. Color by Carla, interior art by Xavier Gutierrez, and then the story by me. So if you enjoy Grim Reaper 1 and Grim Reaper 2, or if you like witches, werewolves, monsters, medieval battles, and just epicness overall, swamp monsters with tentacles.
Choosing your own adventure.
This is the book for you.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh wow, you can do that too. That's cool.
Yeah. We have two covers. One made by me and the other one made by beautiful Vinita.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna get this book.
These covers have different endings, so it's like you're gonna get like two different books, and also the short story of Stan the Dragon in the end with the anime aesthetic, and a lot of very fun stuff I'm gonna be adding. But first, we have to get to the first stretch goal, which I think we're gonna do. I really hope so. That's gonna make the book cut from 46 pages to 50.
Nice.
So yeah, hope you guys.
Which I think at this point is extremely doable. We have 5 days left, and then we extend, and then after the extension, the deadline is over to cross the 5K. After that, if we don't cross it, then we'll remain at 46. But for now, it looks like we might get there.
We're very close.
This is Vinny Tartamella's cover. We have a Vinny cover that, by the way, has its own ending. So an alternate ending from the Vinny cover, and then the original ending, I guess you could say, from Carla's cover. Choose your own adventure type of thing. I also encourage people to get the PDF version. We're doing something very unique and very special with the digital versions, especially since it is a choose your own adventure type of deal. You don't want to miss that as well.
Its own flair.
It has its own flair. Like I said, I don't want to spoil too much. And we also have some merchandise coming up soon as well that we're going to be putting up in the campaign.
Very sexy merchandise.
So stay tuned for it.
You're gonna give us an idea of what kind of merch you got?
Want to tell them?
Sure. I mean, we have one that we have already revealed already. That's going to be one of the things
that's
that you
gonna
can
be
get.
the next thing after the 5K.
After the 5K is I still don't know the name of it, but we need to look it up.
Let's call it the Cable Saver.
Right. It's so like when you wrap
the headphone.
Yeah.
The headphone saver.
Yeah. So let me pitch it like this. Like one of the guys, when you always have like those commercials where the people sit down with the coffee and they just like spill the coffee all over them. You know what I mean? So it's like have you ever been in that situation where your headphones cables get all tangled up?
Yeah.
And it's very annoying. I mean, you might be Bluetooth, but if you have cable headphones, they may get a lot of times messy, tangled up, and it's just annoying. Sometimes
more than annoying, they break.
And they can break, and you don't want that. So what we are offering is
but worry no more.
Yeah.
Now we have the solution for that. And in both titties, anime titties.
Absolutely.
That's how you do it.
What we're gonna have is a version of Revamp, right? That can be tied up by you, in a sexy manner. She's gonna be like one of those tied up, save me girl type thing,
She's gonna be like, oh no, don't tie me, this is so awkward. And you're gonna be like tying her in the cables. So you're gonna keep your headphones safe from ruining, and also you're gonna have your little sadomasochistic moment with our character. So.
Whoa. This is like the best infomercial ever.
Right?
Seriously.
Definitely. We have to have it in our hands for me to be able to explain it to you.
Yeah, we have to sample.
But the redheaded witch that we have here is the sexy big boob one. You can tie her up with your headphone cable. That's basically it. It's like a little toy that you tangle up with. And it will help you keep your headphones like that from tangling up. So
that's making me way too happy.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an option. We have to reach a certain number to get there, though, and that number I don't have off the top of my head. But the first thing we gotta get to is the 50-page extension. I think it's totally doable. We're only like $200 away from that, and a little bit over 30 days left to do that. So
as you can see, Javi gives us the thick treatment here with Rivas.
Well, he did say that he kept getting progressively sexier as the pages
he
moved
adds
on,
more and more taquitos to her diet, so she develops. Right?
She needs the carbs, you know.
She needs the carbs. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's again, werewolves, swamp creatures, monsters, witches, like this, sexiness, epic battles. Say what? Ass, of course. You can go wrong with ass. And there is a little Stay the Dragon story that was done from you guys. So do back Witch Hunter if you haven't done so already. And if you did, please help us spread the word and get people's attention on Twitter, social media, Facebook, whatever you use.
Definitely, man. That looks great, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right. So
And
we wrap up, right?
We'll wrap up with one last round of just kind of showing you what we went over today, because we had tons of really, really cool campaigns that we were looking at. One of which was Magna, that it already launched about 3 days ago, and it's already doing really well. It's already doing really well. Care to give us one last pitch for this awesome story? For the people
yes, sir. Appreciate that opportunity, man. So Magna, for those of you that Black Tiger, it's in the same universe. So in 1942, a young woman named Kari Skogsholm learns the devastating truth that she is adopted, and this sends her on a journey. She goes from her little provincial home in Tree City, Idaho, to her parents, the homeland of her parents in Finland. And in Finland, there's in 1942, there's both the threats of Russian and German occupation. And in the midst of all that, she makes her way to Asgard and finds herself amidst the last of the mighty men of old, the last of the gods of myth. And it's basically a pantheon that is a hodgepodge of the last of the surviving gods. So you have some from the Egyptian pantheon, some from Aesir, some from Olympian, some from the Chinese mythos. And she finds herself in the middle of their war, and then she finds herself the linchpin as to whether or not they and she will survive. That is Magna, the Last Pantheon. This is the first volume. It's 75 pages, and the artwork is already produced. So we just want to be able to get the book into people's hands quickly once the campaign is over.
Absolutely. If you enjoy Black Tiger, this is definitely one that you want to get. Written by John over here, and
yes, sir.
And man, and the art, like I said, I can compliment it enough. It's looking fantastic. Help him get there. He's very close to the 2K as well, and he's still got a long way to go. So very awesome. I'll keep an eye on this one. This looks like a really, really, really awesome campaign. I personally want to have as well.
Appreciate that, John.
Of course. And then, of course, let's not forget to sign up for the mailing list of Shadow of the Kraken. It's going live at the beginning of next year. So I'm super excited about that because, like I always say, Through the Woods was one of my favorite books, if not my favorite book from CG last year.
Thanks,
the fact that you did a hardcover is just such an impressive feat that not a lot of people would be able to pull off, and you did that with sacrifice, hard work, and just lots of talent, man. So want to give us one last pitch? Why should people sign up for Shadow of the Kraken?
Yeah, I feel like brutality, beautiful locations, the Caribbean, just a great pirate story, traditional pirate story with lots of cool stuff happening in here. This is definitely for you. And again, the highest quality artwork you're going to get out of me anyway. I guess you could arguably say out of Comicsgate, but I'm patting myself on the back here. No, truly, I am going above and beyond on this book. Much like my other works, I do everything. This book, I'm wearing every single hat that you can imagine. Writer, penciler, inker, colorist, letterer. I'm doing it all. 50 pages to start. We'll probably exceed that once we hit some stretch goals. But that's what we're going for on this one.
Absolutely, man. Well, I am super honored to have you all in my panel today. Thank you, Mega, for joining us as well from Mexico. I know you're super busy right now. I really hope you get your book soon, man. But unfortunately, the Mexican post office is all kinds of screwed up. But you should be getting it soon. I know we sent it a long time ago, but I'm crossing my fingers there. And but thing is, you can always reach us, guys. If you have a problem with anything that came out of White Cat Comics, we are super reachable, and we work with you through whatever, because you guys are our family, and we couldn't be more grateful for you helping us get our projects out there. Same thing as these awesome people on the panels projects too. I want to say one last thing that Jezebel's pointing out, to get all 3 covers for Magna, and also the links for Magna are on the chat. Thank you, Soul Eon, for dropping those. Also, Black Tiger is also in demand still, so you still can get that one.
That's also
Actually, they're all sold out.
Ooh.
So I've got to. So I took down all of the tiers, and I got to be smart enough now just to actually click, to turn off the actual campaign. So those books, it's all sold out.
All right.
Yeah.
But even then, still do back Magna, because Black Tiger was awesome. So do the same for Magna. Don't forget to follow John on Twitter as well. This is his Twitter handle. Thank you for joining us again, my friend.
Thank you, my friend.
Very nice meeting you. And also, don't forget to sign up for Shadow the Kraken.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, please do. We also have Through the Woods is still in demand, as is City of Venus and the 2 art books.
Absolutely, man. Vinny has like 5 campaigns running at once, and somehow you back it, and guess what? 2 days or less, you have the book in your house. I've seen it myself, man. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah. It's not somehow. It's the magic of Vinny.
It sure is. Daniel Young says that he's looking forward to Magna as well. And don't forget to get all 3 covers of Witch Hunter. We will have 2 covers for Witch Hunter, because we have 2 different endings. But close enough, right?
Thank you, Jetsa.
Thank you, Jetsa.
So I need to get them both to get the 2 different endings. I need to get the 2.
Right, and then
okay, gotcha. Just make sure I do that right.
The cool thing about
we have a new backer. Thank you, new backer.
Thank you, new backer. But the cool thing about it is that it is the feature perk. So you could get the double deal, which is this, and you can get both of the books, and of course that will save you money on the shipping and the taxes. No?
Yes.
So that's the one we recommend to get. So if you haven't gotten Witch Hunter yet, please go ahead and get it.
Also, all the stuff we're gonna be adding are gonna go straight to the double deal, which is the featured perk.
Yeah.
That's the one that's gonna benefit first from these stretch goals, and then they're gonna extend to the lower ones.
Yep.
But it all depends on how much we make, because of course.
And I gotta say, that also, if you can get the digital, you obviously don't pay no shipping on it. But it's worth it. I know what I'm telling you.
There's something special.
We're doing something special with those 2. So,
all right.
I want to say thank you for everyone who joined us today. Red Gaze just disappeared on us. I don't know where he went.
He had family coming out of a sudden as a surprise.
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
How convenient, Red. How convenient. I know you'll be watching today. Jetsuel says, hurry up and do the t-shirts because she wants to spend her money. And yeah, we're going to do t-shirts, right?
I think so. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
Remember, it's end of the year. It's like there's a lot of stuff to.
That could be the Christmas gift. So.
All right, Chris. Later, buddy.
All right, bye, Chris, and bye to Daniel Young as well. Thank you, Imega, for joining us, Vinny and John.
Thank you.
Pleasure talking to you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
All right. Goodbye.
No problem. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.